I heard the lock click before I heard my own breath break. That sound, metal sliding into place, ended my marriage. I was standing barefoot on the cold concrete of the garage, holding a purse that wasn't even mine, while my husband's shadow stayed behind the door. He didn't open it again. He didn't ask me where I would go. He didn't ask if his daughter had told the truth. That night, I learned something brutal. When a man chooses comfort over truth, he doesn't just walk away. He pushes you out and locks the door behind you. And if you're listening right now and this already feels close to home, pause for a second, hit like, subscribe, or tell me in the comments where you're watching from. You're not alone in this, even if it feels that way tonight. My name is Tiffany. I was 38 years old when I married Daniel, and I believed I was stepping into a second chance. We lived in a quiet suburb outside Denver, Colorado. Tree-lined streets. Friendly neighbors who waved but never asked questions. The kind of place where secrets stayed hidden behind white fences. Daniel had a daughter from his first marriage, Emily. She was 16 when I moved in. Smart. Sharp. Quiet in a way that felt calculated. I tried, God knows I tried. I baked brownies she never touched. I learned her schedule. I stayed out of her space. I smiled too much. I told myself love would come later. It never did. Emily had rules for the house. They were never written down, but they were enforced with silence and looks. I couldn't sit in Daniel's favorite chair if she was home. I couldn't correct her, even gently. If I did, she would tilt her head and say, "Dad, Tiffany doesn't like me." Daniel always believed her. Once, at a family dinner, she leaned close and whispered, "You don't belong here. You're temporary." Then she smiled and passed the bread like nothing happened. That was the first private humiliation. Quiet. Clean. No witnesses. The lie came fast. Too fast. One afternoon, I came home early from work and found Daniel sitting at the kitchen table, his jaw tight, his hands flat on the wood like he was holding himself down. "Did you take money from Emily?" he asked. I laughed at first. A sharp, confused sound. "What?" "She says you went through her room. She says you took cash from her backpack." My stomach dropped. "Daniel, I would never." She was crying, Tiffany. Crying. That was it. The evidence. Tears. Emily didn't just accuse me once. She added details. She said I hated her. That I wanted her gone. That I told her she was a burden. Each lie stacked on the last like bricks. Daniel stopped meeting my eyes. He slept on the couch. He changed passwords. He counted cash. I begged him to check the security camera in the garage. He said it didn't matter. He said, "I know my daughter." It happened on a Thursday. Rain hitting the roof. Emily upstairs, door closed. Daniel handed me a bag. "You need to leave." "For how long?" I asked. He didn't answer. Just opened the door. That was the moment, the exact second, when I stopped pleading. I slept on my friend Marissa's couch that night. No makeup. No pride left. Just shock. By morning, the hurt hardened into something sharper. I called a lawyer. I called my bank. I called my job and asked for a personal day. I didn't scream. I didn't text Daniel. I started documenting. If this story is hitting you halfway through, take a second, drop a comment. Tell me if you've ever been blamed for something you didn't do. Sometimes saying it out loud changes everything. Here's what Emily didn't know. I worked in compliance. Numbers. Records. Patterns. I pulled bank statements. Timestamps. Security logs. That garage camera Daniel refused to check? It backed up to the cloud. I requested access through the account I still legally shared. The footage showed Emily taking cash from her own bag, then slipping more from Daniel's desk. Then, 2 days later, crying on his shoulder. The truth was quiet. Undeniable. I didn't send the video. Not yet. Instead, I let Daniel file for divorce. I let him claim abandonment. I let Emily think she had one. Behind the scenes, my lawyer filed motions. We documented false accusations. Financial manipulation. Emotional abuse. I wasn't angry anymore. I was precise. The turning point wasn't rage. It was clarity. I realized I didn't need Daniel to apologize. I needed the truth on record. I needed my name clean. That's when I decided to stop reacting and start directing. Courtroom. Neutral walls. Quiet murmurs. My lawyer played the footage. No commentary. No drama. Just time-stamped truth. Emily's face drained of color. Daniel's mouth opened, then closed. No one cried. The judge leaned back and asked one question. Would you like to revise your statement? Silence. The divorce settlement changed everything. I kept my investments. Daniel paid damages. Emily was ordered into counseling. Daniel tried to speak to me outside the courtroom. I didn't stop. I had said everything I needed, without a word. I moved into a smaller place. Bright windows. Quiet mornings. Peace feels different when you earn it back. I learned something important. Being calm isn't weakness. It's leverage. If someone believes a lie about you without proof, they were looking for a reason. My marriage didn't end because of Emily's lie. It ended because Daniel chose the easier story. Before you go, if this story meant something to you, like, subscribe, or share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes, losing everything is how you finally get yourself back.